mind is blown almost on a daily basis when researching this stuff and looking for new ways to really show the depth of Christ, and this stuff just doesn't end. I don't think there'll ever be a time that I think, right, that's it. This is a bottomless pit of information, knowledge, and it's an abyss in itself. But I'm going to keep showing how deep this deception runs and hopefully help you to see how deceptive a lot of these companies are. These people that we buy our products from, they're just clearly high level. The people at the top are clearly high level initiates of this stuff because they know what they're doing. So when we look at this stuff, let's look, this is a big piece of the puzzle here. You know how we've been talking about IXXI, how IXXI is 9/11. IXXI is 9/11, and it's the seal of Saturn linking the two pillars together. So what is one of the ways that they hide IXXI in stuff in the corporate media and the corporations and companies? They do it in a very subtle way using this, the letters M and W. So the letters M and W. What happens when you put the letters M and W together? So the W, which goes like this, there, that's M and W together, and it's IXXI. When they use M and W, it is IXXI. So you've got that artist Mike Will made it, for example, and he is MW made it. IXXI made it. And of course, this is everything. This is as above, so below. This is that diamond we see the muse to do with the abyss. Same thing on the tree of life. And it is that IXXI 9/11. So then you go on to companies that you may be familiar with, such as this car company called BMW. Aside from the other occult things about this logo itself, let's look at the name for a second. So you've got BMW. So of course we know that the MW is going to be IXXI. So there you have that, that's the MW. And then what is the B? Well, B is actually the 1 and the 3 together. 13. So there you've got 13, aka the 13th pillar, and you've got the IXXI, that's BMW 13, 9, 11. So 13 plus 9 and 11 is 33. 20 plus 13. So this whole thing again is 33. This is 33, and it's to do with the whole cubed black sun thing again. So you may as well put in the centre here, if you want to go Masonic. It's the G, it's the birth of 6, it's the 9/11 plus 13. This is what it's all the same thing, it's all about the same thing. And you can't escape it. As I said, a lot of these higher ups of these companies A lot of the higher-ups of these companies seem to be very high-level initiates in what they're doing, which of course I am not, but thankfully I've got some more eyes to see these days. I'm sure many of you have heard of the company Samsung. They do a lot of computer products. We'll break up what Samsung is. I don't know if many of you have heard about the Samael stuff. Well, maybe we'll look into that sometime, but break up the word Samsung. You've got Sam, Sun, G. Sam, Sun, G. You know what G is? It's to do with the destroyer, a polygon, Apollyon the destroyer. So Sam's Sun, G. So then we go on to the bull. We're talking about Red Bull before. So let's look at what the bull is. Now the uterus of the female, interestingly they got the number 5 listed here, as we were looking into the 23. As you see, the uterus is shaped like the bull. Now, bull, as I understand it, is to do with judgment, and you think what the female uterus and the birthing is all to do with. It's to do with the birthing, the breaking of the waters. When we think about the spilling of the cup of filth in Psalm 23, the overflowing of the cup that they often use. When we think about the birthing of the abyss, the breaking of the waters, the birth canal, we're talking about this birth of the judgment. In fact, Christ even says the Queen of the South will rise up this generation in judgment. So when we also think about the Red Bull logo and the collide of energy, the two bulls and the wrecking bull, this is all to do with the same thing, I believe. It's that birthing of the collision, the collide, the CERN, if you will, to do with the transfiguration of the planet. So Red Bull is incredibly symbolic in what this represents. The Ramesses, the collide, and the sun, the black sun. These in fact are also clouds, so you've got your sun disk there. You see how they hide many different layers to their logos. So the Red Bull, the collision, and the birthing of this new age. And of course you saw Miley Cyrus riding on this wrecking bull or Baal. And it's the V, it's the fifth age, it's the female, it's the vagina. It's the upside down triangle. It's V for victory. Where have you heard that before? Of course, victory is the conqueror. It's another name for the conqueror. And the conqueror in Revelation rides the white horse and is the Antichrist. So this is all to do with this birth of the 13th pillar, including the BMW logo. All of these energy drinks, when you think they're called energy drinks, not only do they kill you with a heart attack after prolonged use, they are energy drinks. This is to do with the collision of the energy. And of course you've got the Red Bull, and you've got Monster is another one that many people know about, with the Vav Vav Vav, the 666, the claw marks of this monster. Of course we know this is about the birthing of the king of the abyss, the king of the underworld, the monster. And you've got the sexual union there, you've got the male and the female. And all of these things are playing into the same thing, and it's no chance that they're to do with the energy, because this is all to do with the energy of breaking this out, the birthing of the abyss, the outpouring of the cup, the age of Aquarius. And this is what they're trying to do. This seems, wherever you look, once you understand these things a bit deeper, you start to see that this deception has been parasiting people's energy for a long time, and in this day and age it's getting much more obvious and prevalent. And I mean, it's pretty obvious that who Red Bull are representing just by their adverts, commercials alone.
This is boring. We won't catch anything today. I'm going home.
Oh, Jesus, stop! How on earth are you doing that?
What do you mean?
Well, you're walking on water. I think he's had a Red Bull. You know it gives him wings.
No, this has nothing to do with Red Bull.
What? Not another of your miracles.
It's no miracle. You just have to know where the stepping stones are. Oh, Jesus.
Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you wings. The rise of the phoenix, I believe. It's all to do with the same thing. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.